spent all morning in bed, and now here we are. The hair is pretty soft, and there it is. Weizenbrotchen. And I'm gonna let there for 12 minutes. Do a standard on this, guys.
It's not quite the medieval banquet I was expecting. Now it's time to eat the dragon.
This is also I bought at the dollar store for Victoria. And I'm gonna give the pink one to her. Yeah? Oh, he's a cleaning up guy, you know?
Here, take this with the boys. Take it in another room. Yeah, you are.
Okay, I think I forgot about the food. Okay, let's see.
For a new schoolroom.
Hello, Mummy Pig. Are you returning these books?
Yes, Miss Rabbit.
So right now my husband just gonna take a walk with the kids since today we're all sick and we didn't make to church. So he's gonna take the kids for a walk and to ride bikes right now. And I'm gonna take advantage of the silence in the house to finally be able to do what give me the strength, give me purpose, give me focus to get my daily chores done. You guys, Yes, but it was. Look at here, baby. The Isaiah 58 talk about fasting. You want me to read? Or no?
Yeah.
Cry out loud, do not hold back. Lift up your voice like a trumpet. Declare to the to my people their transgression, to the house of Jacob their sin. It's talk about true and false fasting. It's probably talk about Pharisees and stuff. Yet they seek me daily, and delight to know my ways, as if they were a nation that did righteous, and did not forsake the judgment of their God. They ask for me righteous judgments, they delight to draw near to God. Why have we fast, and you see not? Why have we humbled ourselves, and you take no knowledge of it? Behold, in the day of your fast you seek your own pleasure, and oppress all your workers. That's interesting. I think this part is kind of like, it doesn't matter if you do this like fasting with that purpose, because we have many aspects of fasting, but like when you do like you're fasting like for the Lord to seek an answer or something like that, but then in your daily basis, like in your life, in like let's just say a man on his work, if he has employees and he doesn't do good with them, look at here. Behold, in the days of your fast, you seek your own pleasure. Let's just see like a guy who's seeking profit on his business and oppress all your workers. You know?
Very good.
Behold your fast, only to quarrel and to fight, and to hit with a wicked fist. So that reminds me a lot.
Fast, what?
Behold, you fast only to quarrel and to fight, and to hit with a wicked fist. It reminds me a lot of the Pentecostal people that I grew up with. Like they all are like very with a spirit of revenge. Oh, God, I have been very like crushed by my enemies, but I mean, they call enemies, but like people that don't like me have been humiliated or something, but they don't want to pray for those people goodness, you know?
Yeah.
They don't trust that from God it will come revenge, because God say, from me come revenge. So we have to give God revenge. Let God do revenge for us. But for us, we have to pray for enemies. So those people say, oh, I'm gonna fast and God gonna, yeah. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that is
Well, I
not the
think the
spirit.
first part of that was my favorite. Actually, is it's like asking for righteous judgment. It's like so many people are always like, "How dare
Baby,
judge me?"
baby,
What?
me. Many times.
Huh?
Me too, many times. Like, should I take people to court? You know, when I think about those things, and then I feel like I'm like,
Well,
Like-
here's my thing. It's like, no, you can see the heart in a person, because there's one who doesn't like to be judged because they don't like to feel like they're doing wrong. And they can know in their head that they're doing wrong because they feel like they're doing wrong. But I don't want to feel like I'm doing wrong, and so I hate you for making me feel like I'm doing wrong. Whereas this heart that this is talking about right now is this heart like, please, somebody judge me if I'm doing wrong so that I may change. It's like a difference. It's like seeking judgment from anybody that's righteous in order so that I may change. Like, it shows a complete difference in their mentality.
you talk about the first.
The what?
You talk about the first part of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think that's
It's like this, as if they were a nation that did the righteous and did not forsake the judgment of their God. They ask of me righteous judgments.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're like
gotcha.
calling out, like,
Gotcha.
please
Please judge
me. Let me know when I'm doing wrong so that I can change.
Like, Mom, honey, when I do wrong, you let me know. I'm like, okay. But it's hard because I'm younger. So, anyways, have many things that I have to ask people to look at to me. So, takes maturity, you know, to
Right.
ask for people judge
Well, Not
ourselves.
so much maturity, but it takes a true heart. Like, who's
Yeah.
the heart will say everything about a person.
Yeah.
Because if someone should want to know if they're doing it wrong.
Yeah, they should have self-awareness. All right. Behold, you fast only to quarrel and to fight and to hit with a wicked fist. Fasting like yours this day will not make your voice to be heard on high. Is such the fast that I choose, a day for a person to humble himself? It is to bow down his head like a reed and to spread sackcloth and ashes under him? Will you call this a fast and a day a Sabbath to the Lord? Is not this the fast that I choose? To loose the bonds of wickedness, to undo the strap of the yoke, to let the oppressed go free, and to break every yoke? Is not to share your bread with the hungry, and bring the homeless poor into your house, and when you see the naked, to cover him, and not to hide yourself from your own flesh? That's pretty good.
Very good. Where's that? Isaiah?
Isaiah 58
Isaiah's good.
is talk about true and false fasting.
Isaiah
cool.
is good. Well, I don't know if it's talking about true and false fasting, but it's talking about.
Well, Yes,
About heart.
but think about this. Religious people, what they think it is fasting, what they think God wants. Oh, God wants fasting. That we tear clothes off and
No.
that we
Yeah.
put on sackcloth. This is what God wants. This habit, this thing. But God is saying, I want deeper than that. Because it's not just tear your clothes and seek my whatever, my power. That is a pleasing offering to me. My offering has a specific way, and it starts within your heart. With your heart is like, bring the homeless poor into your house. You know, when you see the naked, to cover him, and to not hide yourself from your own flesh.
It's not talking about the actions. It's talking about
No, I understand. I understand the spirit of the action.
yeah.
It's like, look, but this part, look, not to hide yourself from your own flesh. It's kind of, I feel like it's stuff of self-awareness, you know? Because if we realize that we have been sinning, we don't need somebody else to tell us. You know?
Yeah, or
Just an example. Isaiah 58, verse 7. Then shall your light break forth like the dawn, and your healing shall spring up speedily. Your righteous shall go before you. The glory of the Lord shall be your rear guard. Then you shall call, and the Lord will answer. This is a nice thing, you know.
interesting. I don't know what is it.
Look how God will answer.
But
You know how...
oh, Daniel. I think it was. I read or listened to something on Daniel. So Daniel was asking the Lord for something,
Yeah.
and so he fasted, and for guidance or whatever. I don't know what it was, but he was waiting, and he fasted, and he fasted, and he fasted. He never got an answer, and he fasted for it until 21 days later. He gets an answer. And when and there was an angel that came and visited him and gave him an answer. He said, "Hey, from the day one that you were asking, God heard you, but
Wow, that gave
but the
me
devil
chills.
was
Fighting.
the devil was fighting against
The
me
angels.
to come to you with this answer."
Isn't that crazy?
And I had to wait until Michael actually came and helped. The angel Michael came and helped, and I was able to get to you. But I want you to know that from day one, I had your answer, and it was like, that's so interesting because like we're always
We don't know the spiritual world.
we don't know the spiritual world at all, and we are so quick to ask, and then if we don't get it, then we get okay. Fine, it just doesn't
We
work.
think that this generation is a fast generation, that we want things fast, but before we were always like that.
Yeah, but I'm sure we were too, because there's times where you're like, God, I've fasted, I haven't eaten for a week, and still, you never answer me. You know, like, you don't even hear me, you don't care. Easy.
For any people,
Of course.
you guys skinny person.
Of course.
My dad thinks that Jesus was without water too for 40 days.
No, that's not.
Yeah, that's what he thinks.
Well,
I have to study about that, you know.
okay, well, I promise you this much. If you've ever been without water and food, what's the first thing that you want? A hamburger?
Hmm?
Have you ever been without water and food? Not ever been able to drink or eat?
Mm-mm.
I have. I used to go days without drinking when I was cutting weight. And
Mm-hmm.
I cut water weight at the end because I didn't have no weight to cut. Until I had like a few more pounds left. So I stopped drinking for 2 days. And it was the worst. And the one thing that I would do whenever I weigh in, I finally make that weight, I would run. I would have this Gatorade that I had frozen the night before, and I took it out early. So it was like slushy. And that's the first thing that I did was like grab that drink
So you didn't drink for how many days?
for 2 days.
Oh, okay.
Now, and if you haven't drank for that long, it's miserable. It's horrible. And you're just thirsty. So of course you're hungry. You haven't eaten for 3 or 4 days, you know? But what's on your mind whenever you get off that and you can do whatever? Are you running to McDonald's to grab a hamburger so you can eat? Heck no, that's the last thing on your mind. Give me something to drink. I need something to drink. So when the devil was in the
Tempting Jesus?
did he ever tempt him with water? Like,
Oh, that's interesting.
So I'll be like, if he's sitting here, here's some bread. Like, he's like, I want bread, just give me water.
That makes so much sense. Because whenever my dad, he always studies the Bible, he never studied to how fast it was done back in the day. So it's interesting. If you yourself out of the hungry and satisfy the desire of the afflicted, if you pour yourself out of the hungry and satisfy the desire of the afflicted, then shall your light rise in the darkness, and your gloom be as the noonday. And the Lord will guide you continually and satisfy your desire in his court places and make your bones strong. And you shall be like a water garden, like a spring of water, whose waters do not fail. And your ancient ruins shall be rebuilt. You shall raise up the foundations of many generations. Look at how nice. You know, that song be like a lot. You shall be called the repairer of the branch, the restorer of the streets, to dwell in it. This is so interesting. So remember that song be like in Portuguese? I will be the you remember, right?
What about the dad who runs? Or father?
Eu serei pai de multidões, tocarei em muitas gerações. So I think it's maybe like this part. You shall raise up the foundations of many generations. If you turn back your foot from the Sabbath, from doing your pleasure on my holy day, and count the Sabbath a delight, and the Lord day of the Lord honorable, if you honor it, not going your own ways, or seeking your own pleasure, or talking it idly, then you shall take delight in the Lord, and I will make you ride on the heights of the earth, and I will feed you with the heritage of Jacob your father, for the mouth of the Lord has spoken. Isaiah 58. It is really cool. It's kind of interesting how it brings Sabbath here. Like if you turn your foot from the Sabbath, from doing your pleasure on my holy day, and count the Sabbath a delight, and the holy day of the Lord
We really need to focus more on that.
I kept the Sabbath holy. Well, but this is the thing to think about it. Look at here, from doing your own pleasure on my holy day.
Exactly.
So like if we do what we want in our like some people want to work, some people want to whatever, do something for ourselves. But if we uphold ourselves from the Sabbath to do something that God wants us to do, right?
Yeah, it's like it's the same thing you talked about fasting. You know,
God's way.
from fasting, there's difference. You know,
Is depth in it. Is depth. It's not the actual thing,
It's not like,
but it's the
I'm
depth.
not gonna work. I'm not working today, but I'm gonna listen to a book all day. You know,
That is like your own
because that's
pleasure.
like my thing. I like to do. And same when I was fasting. The first time I fasted, I would find the distraction by doing my own pleasureful things. I would listen to my book or look on my phone and try to like distract my mind from that instead of like using the time, the suffering to you
Like
know,
the
go
most
towards
that you
God.
got experience of
Yeah, it's
fasting.
like I just totally missed out on the reason for it. It was like a
And then the
waste.
second time that you did.
I know, way better.
So that you were like
That's why I was
focused on
focusing
God.
on, like trying to focus on God. Yeah. But you know, that's just the beginning of making it better and better every time or whatever.
Oh, has an interesting verse here too on Isaiah. It was interesting that I'm reading exactly when it happened. It's talking about the peace of Israel, right? You know, right here, Isaiah 39, 40. Say, comfort my people, says your God. Speak tenderly to Jerusalem and cry to her that her warfare is ended. By the way, when does it start the war? October 7th of 2021, 22, 23.
It's been 2 years, so
So,
it's
2023.
October now. So yeah,
Interesting. I put it right then. Interesting. So the war lasts 2 years and 4 days. 2 years, 4 days. Interesting. And it's interesting how God is like saying here the true meaning of Sabbath, the true meaning of fasting, and reminds me because Jesus, for example, he worked on Sabbath for other people, you know. So God didn't want Jesus to like stay home and do nothing or like religiously. God allowed Jesus to go and heal a person on the Sabbath, you know, because it was not selfish; it was for other people.
right.
Yeah. So I think that reminds me too is one part in the Bible that talks about the true religion. You know, the true religion is like to care for the orphan and the widow, stuff like that. You know. So the true fasting, the true Sabbath in Isaiah 58, and then the true religion comes later. And while I talk to my husband, I finish organizing the tea. Now I finished the book of Isaiah. already bought the flowers to bring tomorrow to the conflict, and now I have to grab some cash as well. Now from the base, and I thought about calling my family or some of my friends back in Brazil, a couple of them. Then I thought, they must be busy, or they work all week and they maybe are resting today on this weekend. So I don't want to bother them since it's nothing important. Just and then I actually called one of my grandmas, and then I called the other one, didn't answer. But I was thinking, like, why just don't enjoy the peace and quiet, the opportunity, the invitation to just be with God, and, you know. And as I drive home, I'm almost there right now. It's like 30 minutes from home. I just went there to grab some flowers to bring to the consulate tomorrow, because I'm getting ready to grab my son's paperwork, and the lady say she maybe will help me, but she don't know if it's gonna be possible or not. But she's supposed to be in vacation tomorrow, is what she told me, and I think that tomorrow she's gonna be there for me. So I don't know if she's supposed to be on vacation, she's coming to work because of me alone. So if it is the case of whatever, it's just want to bring something for her, flowers for gratitude. So but I was just thinking, like, about life here outside, like on the Europe or United States. Like, this is one of the two places in the world that Brazilians, my people, wanted to leave the most. They would love to have life here, I think. Most people talk about it, at least. So I was just thinking that if someday Lord send me back to Brazil, to accomplish his purpose, of course, because has no other reason why I would like to be back to my own country. And it's not because I don't love my country, but because it brings me great sadness and despair to see injustice, corruption, and not be able to do nothing about it myself, besides live a life that I think is a life that I would like to see other people living as well. Because as I live in the way that I think is the righteous possible, because we are not righteous people in earth compared to God, but we can try as best as we can in earth to do what, to stand for the truth, to stand for what's right, to God, like just to thank God for what he has done for us. So in that way, it will be the way that someday Lord bring us to my land, which is, it would be a thing that I would not really, I guess, ever have on my heart first plan or anything like that. But I wouldn't be opposed if he sent us a purpose along with it. Like, just have somebody like that really have to hear something that we saw outside here or whatever. Like, can we bring anything? Like, can we say anything different from what people are already saying right now there and doing right now there, whatever. So anyhow, I'm just thinking, you know, just thinking. If Lord willing, it will happen, right? And yeah, and not really many motives to be anxious, you know. Actually, in the world, we do have many reasons to be anxious, but when we set our thoughts on God, it has not really much to think about it, because even if it looks like something horrible or something really bad, if we know God is in it, like, why we would care to worry about anything? So we're just thinking about that. We're thinking about Paul and how, like, Paul lived a life, a bold life, and bold in the truth, and being very honest about everything. And he was a very zealous person for God. Like, he thought he was doing right, and then God said, no, you're not, you're doing everything wrong. So I felt like, for me, many times it's like that. I thought I was doing the righteous things, and then I realized that I was definitely not doing the right thing. That God sees it all, and I can hide nothing from him. And I can argue and say, oh, I'm a righteous person. But God look at me, I look at him like, I was just joking. I know you see everything. Fine, you know. At some point in life, I pray for other people come to that realization too. Fine, you'll win, and give the ways for him. Because that is actually what it is. At the end of the day, what matters, to live a purposeful life every single day. Not only in the future, in 10 years, I'm going to accomplish the purpose in life. No, I'm living my purpose in life on the little things on a daily basis. I'm making my bed. No, I'm the worst person making beds in the morning, but I want people to know about God. I am knowing about him. That I spend time with him on a daily basis, on my Bible, in prayer, doing things for others, or whatever, putting others before my own selfishly purposes, you know. Truly, you know, truly, that is what really matters in the end of the day. If you're living your purpose today, amen. Oh my goodness, what is this, baby? Is this juice?
Oh, is it red?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the
Tomorrow, almost everything ready. Now it's 10:23 and ta-da! Clean up, done. Thank you, Lord. You know, because Lord gave me an opportunity to put him first today. Praise his name.